Welcome to episode 54 of Lost Signals. My name is Darrell.
I'm JD. How you doing, man?
I'm good. It's Monday. Yeah. I'm fully expecting that now that I started talking that there's going to be two asshole dogs behind me barking.
And or their job.
Yes, making noise, making themselves known. Yeah, he's just standing there being a dick. Because that's what he does. Yes. So, how's it going, buddy? It's been a week or so.
Been a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, things are good. I'm busy, happy, working. Hitting the gym, doing all the really stupid healthy stuff.
It's not stupid. No, I've even been doing some of that stuff because I have to. I'm rehabbing my knee, so I've been doing knee exercises, which it's not as much fun as you would think.
I can't imagine it being overly fun. It's not like you can go to the gym and work out your knee. You actually have to go into like rehab. You said, rehab exercises.
Well, I've been doing all of it at home. So it's like my physio gave me some just exercises to do at home. Can you two stop it? Thank you. Stop.
It's what you pay them for.
Pay them for. Okay. Now I even forgot what we were talking about. For fuck's sake.
Well, we just started. So
I know.
We weren't talking about anything.
Oh, no, my knee rehab stuff. And you know what? It's been okay. Like, it's actually been getting better. So I still don't know when I'm going back to work. So it doesn't matter. So there we go.
Well, that's rough. Like I'm a workhorse, right? And before the pandemic, I would just struggle through any sort of illness or injury or anything like that. So, like, there were times where I went to work with a sprained ankle, a broken hand, and just continued to just do what I do. Since the pandemic, it's been more of like, no, I'm taking time off.
I'm good. Yeah. I know back in the day when I worked on a drilling rig, it was, you hurt yourself? Okay, well, shut up and still go do your job. That was the way. Yeah. Now I'm much older and things are different now. That was like 20 years ago too, so.
Yeah.
I will say that tonight I am drinking one of my beer, the Cut with Tricky Maroon beer by Homebound. It's actually not the Cut with Tricky Maroon beer specifically, but it is a dry hopped blonde ale by Homebound Brewery, our sponsor. Shout out to Tom again. I think you and I were talking that when you come out, we're going to get some Lost Signals beer made, I think, at some point.
Yeah.
Get something made up.
The I'm Doing Good batch.
Yes, 100%. Get some sort of logo on there or whatever. Yeah. So maybe look forward to that in the probably distant future. We'll go with that.
It's not like we're in any sort of rush.
No, but again, shout out to Tom for making some great beers, and I'm enjoying one of them right now. And they're awesome, and I'll have to send you some up soon.
Absolutely.
So many hours in the day, I forget to do things mostly.
It's fine. Mm-hmm. It's fine. You are distracted. You are busy. You are recovering. It is fine.
I am busy, and it's nuts. So this past weekend, yes, like I said, I've been off and whatever, but this past weekend, let's see, how did my week go? I went to my team's hockey practice on Wednesday, hung out for a bit. Thursday, I was in Saskatoon. It was my nephew's birthday, so we went and had supper and had a beer and whatever, and I went to my local Longwood Quaid and rented a bunch of stuff for a show that I played with Lee on the weekend on Friday night. And Lee is out with COVID apparently right now. Supposedly. Who knows what it is? It probably is COVID, but who knows anymore? Whatever. Yeah. Lee's sick. That's why he's not here.
Yes, exactly.
So we a couple weeks ago, we got asked to, a couple months ago, we got asked to play this gig with one of my bands for I think it's a triple A think it's novice team. So it's like U15, whatever the correlation is now. I can't remember. Like, I'm involved in hockey, and I don't know the age groups, but I'm not minor hockey. I do senior hockey, so it's whatever. So they were raising money for their team, because apparently, like, to run this team, it's like $30,000 or $40,000
A year?
a year. Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. Like, I think to register the team, like, I know how much it costs to register a team with Hockey Saskatchewan. It's like $2,000. Then insurance on top of that and everything else. Like, it adds up. It's quick, like, it's, especially like these teams, like, they all go on bus trips and stuff, and it's all paid. So they do fundraising for it.
Oh,
So
okay.
Friday, what the deal was, like, we showed up at, it was like, I showed up there at about 4, loaded all of our gear in, me trying to do as much as I can to the bum leg. So we set, like, our whole stage up. And yeah, I think you might have seen pictures. Maybe you can, in the edit, you can put a picture or two of the stage up in here, and I'll show you, or send you some later.
Sure.
Yeah, so we finished setting up around 6 or 6:30, and it's like, well, like, I could really had nowhere to go, because, like, I don't live in Saskatoon. The show was in Saskatoon. I guess I should have said that.
Right.
But, like, so like, I couldn't go home, and the guy that was running the show, it's like, yeah, you guys will probably go on around, 10:30 or 11, and it's 6 o'clock. It's like, what the fuck am I going to do for 4.5 hours before we even play a note? Like, oh boy. So we hung out there and ordered some pizza, and then it's like, well, I'm going to get out of here, because it's a bunch of, like, well, it just, like, I needed to get out of there. So we ran across the street and to a different bar and had a beer, and then came back, and there were supposed to be 2 comedians that went on before us to do like do a couple bits and whatever. And hey, sorry, just being loud. So we get back from going to the bar across the street, and we figured, okay, like, at least one of the comedians should have started by now, and. Yeah, I get back, and not one of the comedians have started yet. And then they added a third. I'm like, oh, good. Come here. Boy, it's just, they're being very difficult tonight.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, more than usual. So by the time the third comedian went on, it was like 11 o'clock. I'm like,
Holy.
oh, man. It's like, I've been up since about 11, like, like, it's been a long day already.
Right.
Yeah, so we get on and we play the show. And I think we played pretty much straight through. We took, like, a quick, like, 20-minute break about halfway through. But we played till, like, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Holy. Nice.
Yeah, it was a good time. Lots of people dancing, lots of people singing along. Like, we're kind of, like, that band's pretty interactive. So, like, our singer has a really good wireless mic system. So he'll go out and, like, he'll interact with everybody in the crowd. Like,
Cool.
We do Little Bones by the Tragically Hip, and he'll go and he'll make them sing with him while we're doing the song.
Call out Little Bones.
Yeah. And then we do, like, Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones. So we bring a bunch of, like, people from the audience up on stage, and it's like, come sing with us, and come, like, here's a microphone, and just do your thing. And we usually get a really good reaction to it. So yeah, we did that, but then did, like, all sorts of, like, interactive stuff, and then yeah, it was a good time. I ended up crashing at our singer's house that night, because I wasn't gonna drive home, because, like, I had a couple drinks, and it's like, you know what, I got shit I got to tear down in the morning, so it's like, screw it. Stayed there. I didn't get home until, I think it was 1 o'clock, after we tore everything down and I packed all my stuff up. I get home at 1, and I had a nap, because I didn't sleep well the night before, for obvious reasons. Because, you sleep in somebody else's house, and it's always weird. Like, like, their furnace makes a different noise than yours, and
the
like,
pattern's all off.
Yeah, it's just off. So I get home, and it's like, I let the dogs out, and I'm like, I need a fucking nap. So I laid down. Yeah, I think for like 2.5 hours, I was out. Just right out. And then immediately went to hockey that night. Because we had a home game, and it was busy, and I had the privilege of running music and sound music and announce that night, so that was all right. Not my best job of announcing. Not really good at pronouncing some of these names. Like, there's a lot of Ukrainian, Polish, and German names around here, so there's lots of interesting last names a guy has to pronounce. So we ended up losing in overtime, which kind of sucks, but is what it is.
Hey,
it's
overtime.
It's hockey. So
yeah.
Then yesterday I did nothing. I laid on my couch.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Well, I went to my mom and dad's and had supper in their new gazebo, and that was it. But yeah, so it's been busy the last little while.
Yeah.
And then How about you?
Work. Just nothing but work. Haven't done a whole hell of a lot of driving. Been working radio. We just wrapped up ratings. We're going to find out the results from ratings next week, I think. I think things went really, really well. We had some decent fun contests. We had some great content. Yeah, it's just been a whole bunch of work and been spending as much time as possible to get in proper workouts. And that's been progressing quite well. The Alicia's family wants to go to Mexico, and we've covered this before.
Yep.
And so Alicia and I both had that realization, like, Mexico would be great, cool. Shit, we're gonna be wearing not a whole shit ton of clothing. We should probably step it up.
Fuck. Like, you guys, I've seen both of your guys' Instagram pages. Like, you guys got nothing to worry about. So, like,
yeah,
I
know.
I know what you're thinking, though. It's like, you gotta look your best. I get it, but it's like,
it's a fun challenge with a little bit of like a reward afterward, right? So
okay, so when you're in Mexico, are you just gonna like let loose then and just like eat everything and drink everything? I think you have. I think you have to though.
Well, okay. So like I will indulge, absolutely, right? There will be a swim up bar. In fact, I think we narrowed down the location. If you just give me a quick sec, I can find it. And there's going to be plenty of opportunities to just, as you say, let loose. But I don't want to do that because the way that my guts have been for the past little while, I can go off a plan. That's big air quotations, and for a little bit and be okay. But anything veering too far off, and I'm just a bag of dog shit for a good period of time until my body recovers.
Yeah.
Bonita Pacifico in Los Cabos. So anyway,
like the golf and spa resort?
Yes, that's the one.
Oh. Okay, well that looks interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that looks nice. Oh yeah.
I will get my drink on.
Well, yeah, you have to.
I will get my drink on. I will enjoy the local cuisine. But Alicia and I are already like, does it have a gym? Like, it does have a gym. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
We know where we're spending our mornings.
The tagline on the Pueblo Bonito Pacifica is like the world's most romantic all-inclusive resort.
Well, that remains to be seen.
Well, that's what it's saying. I don't know for sure because I've never been. So
yeah. So there's that. And for me,
it looks good. It really does.
Yeah. It for me, it's just been nothing but work. In for other personalities when they were sick or needed time off.
Yeah.
So not a whole hell of a lot of driving, a whole bunch of radio, and just been hitting the gym. But I mean, there's lots of things that have happened in our lives as well as outside of our lives in just mainstream media, pop culture, and the world. So there's that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Matthew Perry died.
I was just gonna get into that. Yep.
That one hit surprisingly hard.
Yeah.
You know, like because it's funny. Like a couple days before he passed, I was watching the reunion special, like from 2022 from last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, he didn't look that great in that, and I know that like the explanation is that he had mouth trouble or something of that nature, and I get that, but like, was that just a cover up for something else? Like, I don't know. Like he has well documented substance abuse problems. Had, I guess, past tense.
Yeah.
But at that point, he said he had been clean or clear or whatever. So, like, I don't know.
Well,
like it's not great.
So funny enough, mere weeks before Matthew Perry passed away, Alicia actually started reading Matthew Perry's book, and it gets into his health issues. And at one point in time, he was in rehab for substance abuse, and he did not feel well. And this is in his book, so take it for what it is. But Matthew Perry said that he wasn't feeling well and he wanted to see a doctor, but the people at the rehabilitation center said, no, you'll be fine. You're detoxing. You're just suffering from withdrawals. You'll be okay. But he's like, no, I have to see a doctor. I want to see a doctor. So his assistant smuggled him out of the rehab center, took him to a doctor, and no sooner did he get into the door of the hospital, his colon ruptured.
Oh, wow. Jesus. So, like, yeah,
And-
he definitely had some documented health issues then. But yeah.
So like he's had like the gambit of health issues, and a lot of it admittedly was like self-induced. Like he did not take good care of himself. Like if you look at Matt LeBlanc, he just looks like that world traveled fat uncle, but at least he looks moderately healthy.
Yeah. And let's be honest, like I think when you get into that level of fame, I think like the escapism that would have to accompany it would be very real.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how I would handle, like walking down a street, say in like New York or Vancouver or Toronto or whatever, and just having like throes of people like following you and like dance monkey, like sign this for me, take this picture with me, like can you say, like if you were Matt LeBlanc, like can you say the line for me, like and all that shit, I think some of these people like they think of you as like as a commodity and not a real person, like or you are just the character you play, and you're not a real person, like it's in a way it's pretty disgusting in my opinion. Like celebrity worship and all of that stuff, and that goes. Here's a tangent, but like it goes the same with like Connor Bedard right now. Like the 18-year-old new NHL star. That's been been touted as that for the last 5 years. Like when he was 13 fucking years old.
Yeah.
To be the next great thing. It's like what are you doing to this 13-year-old? By saying these things, like because he's gonna read them or he's gonna hear them or he's gonna be playing on teams and his teammates are gonna be like, oh, you're the next thing, right? And maybe he is, but like, what are you doing to this kid? It's not fair. But on the other hand, like all of this coverage with Taylor Swift and her new boyfriend with that Kelsey. It's like, holy fuck, like
not care less.
Like everywhere you turn, it's like they were spotted or her boyfriend was spotted at a concert in Buenos Aires or wherever the fuck it was. It's like,
yeah.
And this is getting reported on TSN, the sports network.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah.
Like what? Like who cares? Like
she became such a distraction that there was a play on the field. and the play apparently was completed by Taylor Swift. Like the play-by-play announcer, it just like it had lost the fucking plot.
Like, I don't get it. Like, you know what? To like, and again, like to be at that level of celebrity, like where, and you know, like we talked about this before. It's like there was a statement this afternoon that Taylor Swift is asking people to not throw stuff on stage. Like, and I get it, but like,
Yeah.
people are fucking crazy that think they have this emotional or real connection with these celebrities that isn't real.
Yeah.
So, and this kind of comes back to the Matt LeBlanc thing. You know, like I wonder if
Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry.
Yep. Yep.
Like I wonder if, you know, like him living through that in the first couple seasons of Friends, like if, like maybe, like, because it was kind of meteoric, that rise, you know, like of how famous it got. Like I wonder if, you know, like that's maybe where part of that substance abuse came from, trying to deal with these crowds. Like I would think, but like it's tough, man. Like I don't know. Like I don't understand what it would be like to be like that famous.
Yeah.
And I
No,
don't
absolutely. Like if you go back and watch like season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, Matthew Perry's weight, like it
fluctuates.
It's a roller coaster. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down.
Yeah.
And he's smoking, and he's not.
Yeah. And they even wrote that into the script, you know, like, so yeah, I don't know, like I feel bad for these people, like, and especially all of these like young people that get thrown into these spotlights, you know, like it's not fair to them.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think it is. But
no, it's not. But at the same time, like there are resources, there are people, there are plans, and there are fail safes that are put in place because of the horrific stories of like child stars from different genres, right? Like we look at what happened to child stars of old, and how, like, without any sort of monitoring or counseling or anything like that, they crumbled.
Yeah.
It was not all of them, but there was enough that it made an impact. And so it is up to the parents and their support system to like make sure that a child star, whatever the genre may be, remains a child, remains a kid, you know?
yeah, I was reading something about the dude that played Pennywise in the new It movies. So, you know, they're what, 4, 5, 6 years old now.
Yeah.
And he was talking about like how
Skarsgård, or
yeah, Skarsgård. Yeah, I can't remember his first name because there's about four of them. But he was talking about how he was on set with these kids, you know, like, and like they didn't show him until he actually like he didn't show up on set until he was actually like there in full costume, and like they didn't even talk to him before the scene. He showed up in the scene. That's the first time these child actors saw him as Pennywise, you know, to keep the scare and like the reaction real. And I guess they went through the whole scene, and, you know, like, and it went well, whatever. And then these child actors, like, they're so jaded or whatever. They're like, oh, you know, that was really good. You know, like, I really enjoyed that, you know, just like deadpan and monotone. It's like,
yeah,
are these kids dead inside already? Like, really? Like, to be like that, like
nothing there.
Yeah, like that Hollywood out already, and then just surrounded by fake people all the time. Like, I don't know, man. That'd be a hard life to live.
It would be, honestly. And it's Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah. Yeah. His brother played Randall Flagg in the Stand miniseries, which was terrible, by the way.
Really?
I
did not know that.
I thought it was terrible. Yeah, it was terrible.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, I enjoyed like the 1994 version of The Stand better than the 2020 version. And that's saying something, because the 1994 one isn't that good. Like the book was better, obviously. But
I had this conversation on the radio about tell me an example of when the book was better, and a lot of Stephen King stuff came
oh
up.
God, every single fucking Stephen King book, except for Shawshank Redemption.
Well, Shawshank Redemption was brilliant.
But did you know it was a Stephen King book?
I did not.
It is 100%. So did you know? We're getting way off topic here, but that's fine.
Yeah, fine.
So in the movie, Morgan Freeman's character is named Red, right? Like not a non-typical name for a person of his nature, right? You know, and of his heritage. So in the book, and I've read the book, the character that played Red is actually, or the character that is Red, is an Irishman, an actual like a white dude. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The more you know. Now you go. You can just put that across your the more you know. Yeah. Stick with me, buddy. I'll take you places.
Yeah. That's kind of wild. Yeah. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Recently, we want to get onto this tangent. Alicia sat me down to watch The Shining.
Oh, really? Like the Stanley Kubrick one from 1980, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because we're
Jack
well
Black gets a lot of his acting mannerisms from Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
Oh,
That's the first thing I noticed.
Yeah.
Hey.
And we've talked about Jack Black before and how I am not a fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can see where you're getting that reference from 100%. Stephen King himself has said he hates that movie. And I'm on the fence about it. As somebody that's read the book a bunch of times and seen the movie, I do enjoy the movie for what it is.
Right.
But it's pretty far off from the book.
Really?
Some stuff is the same.
Story.
No, it's not completely different, but he left a lot of things out. Oh. So, like, I did enjoy it, but it wasn't the same. So, what did you think of it?
I thought the music tried to create suspense when there really wasn't any. And I thought the higher end of the strings with the music in that movie was just like, it was grating.
But that's exactly the point that Kubrick was going for.
Oh, okay.
You know, like because
he wanted uncomfortableness.
Yes, like that was the whole thing. Like so you were feeling the right emotions for that.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
The way that Jack Torrance, like Nicholson's character, was portrayed is actually like, it's just shown that he's just heartless in that movie. Where in the book, it's a little more like you get more backstory about it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, him going crazy in that book, I mean, it does make sense.
Him going crazy does make sense, especially with the big spoiler ending. But
you know what? Honestly, if you haven't seen this movie that came out in 1980, you know what? You can get spoiled on this one. So go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Actually, I would prefer it if you explained it, because I got the concept. I got the concept of the photo and the fact that Jack Torrance was a part of.
Well, it's it's pretty much an evil entity that is the Overlook Hotel, the way that I understand it. So the Overlook took over Jack Torrance and then told him to kill his family. I can't, and it has been a little bit since I read the book, so details are missing. Okay. But it's just, yeah. I'm not.
So the Overlook Hotel, basically, from what I can understand, and what you're saying, is the Overlook Hotel basically added Jack Torrance to its list of victims by adding him to that photo at the end of the movie.
I'm gonna have to look into this more, but that might be kind of accurate. But like, there's other Stephen King books that would probably, like, things that happen in these Stephen King books that would explain it better. like that the Overlook Hotel is actually like a gateway to a different world.
Interesting.
That's connected to the Dark Tower series. I mean, I don't think we've talked about the Dark Tower on here. If we have, it was just in
we
passing.
did a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah. But so the long story short, and it's not even long story short, there's a lot of connections to Danny Torrance and his shining power that he has in that, right?
Right.
So it's not communicated well in that movie. Okay. So what the shining is like, so like you can communicate with other people, and you have control of like telekinesis.
Okay, I think that's like actually hinted in the sequel, which is Doctor Sleep.
Yes, and the way that I understand it, and this is as far as I'm going to get into it right now, because like without being reread on it, I'm not probably not saying it right, but Carrie.
Welcome to the Lost Signals book club.
Yeah, exactly. But Carrie from the book and movie Carrie has the same powers that Danny Torrance has in The Shining.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, but Carrie goes crazy and kills everybody because of the bullying.
Right.
So, and it shows up a lot more in, like the Dark Tower series and stuff. So, yeah, this is riveting content right here. I'm talking about books that I'm not remembering right.
Again, welcome to the Lost Signals book club.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's circle back. So, we lost Matthew Perry.
Yes, we did.
It was a sad day. God, did we get far off of that? Jesus Christ. But yes, it was very sad. So and actually, like before I was watching the 20th anniversary or whatever, like the anniversary, the reunion show, whatever the fuck it was, I had started I just put Friends on in the background while I'm laying on the couch and like not doing anything, resting my knee.
Right.
So now I can't. It's not that I can't. It's just weird. You know what I mean?
Different. The world is different now.
Yeah. It's just like watching a dude that's actually not that wasn't that old, and gone now. So it's weird.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, his passing, sad, but at least it wasn't full of controversy. He had a great day. He played hours of pickleball with his community and his friends. Mm-hmm. And he was just chilling in his hot tub when he had a cardiac event and he died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully he was asleep. You know what I mean? Like he passed out from the cardiac arrest. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. And like honestly, like playing at when I hit the gym, I am there at most for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm pretty serious when I go to the gym. But playing a sport, even pickleball, which sounds like or seems like it's a simple game, it's not.
No, it's like badminton, really.
It is a middle ground between tennis and badminton.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good way to compare it. I haven't played it yet, but
so I've seen it. It happens all the time up at my gym. Anyway, him playing 3 hours of that and just like having the time of his life and probably joking and laughing and feeling good and then chilling out at home. I mean, like, yeah, okay, so he was 54 years old. That's fucking devastating. But there are worse ways of going.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get off the death for a bit.
Sure.
And bring into a different kind of death. Because this is going to be awesome if it actually comes out when it's supposed to. But they finally are teasing us with the first trailer for GTA 6.
Which I mean, this is something that's been like a hot topic for a while. There have been plenty of fakers and scam artists and whatnot on social media, like, got the new game, check it out, it's good. No, you just cranked up the graphics on GTA 5.
You added some mods.
Exactly, and it's in nighttime, and no, like that's not what the copper fucking looks. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you sent me a screenshot of like a tweet Sorry, whatever the fucking X is.
It's a tweet. We'll just leave it at that.
And I was skeptical until Rockstar came out and backed it up. And then there was reputable sources who also came out and backed it up.
Yeah.
Like, okay, now I can start leaning into this.
Yeah.
So GTA 6 is, I don't know what the hell to expect. Grand Theft Auto 5 surpassed everything.
Well, let's be honest. We've been playing Grand Theft Auto. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto since the PlayStation 3. So I've been playing it on 3 PlayStation systems.
Yeah.
Xbox 3, 4, 5
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And PC.
Yep.
And it was released in September of 2013. We're over a decade. Like, we streamed that one night, after the 10-year anniversary of it. It's like, it's fucking time, boys. Like, it's time. Like, let's, you know what?
But
I love Grand Theft Auto 5. And I'll probably still play it.
Yes.
But come on, it's time. Let's get a new story. They've milked that fucking shark card cow, and it is just death, and all it's putting out now is dust. Just get it over with. Just release the new fucking game.
I can't recall whether or not I've ever purchased a shark card.
The only thing I did, and I think I had to, well, I didn't have to, but when I switched from PlayStation 4 to my PC, I bought the Criminal Enterprise pack, and it was $10, and you got $1 million, and you got a bunch of properties, and that's the only thing I ever spent on it, besides buying the game 3 times. Well, I had to. You right?
Yeah, me too.
So I bought it PS3, day one.
Yeah.
Then I bought it on my PS4.
Yeah.
I didn't have to buy it for my PS5 because it's backwards compatible.
Right.
And I think there was if you wanted to play it on the upscaled graphics, you had to pay $5. So I was like, fuck, whatever, $5, I don't care. Yeah. And then I had originally bought it for my PC.
Yeah.
And they made so much fucking money off this game. This game should just be I'm holding my it's bated breath right now. I don't know what this is gonna be. It's the hype is so fucking big for it right now that there's huge expectations for this game.
Oh, absolutely. It has impossible shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Right. My thoughts are, well, first of all, I've purchased Grand Theft Auto 5, GTA 5, 4 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
For myself alone. 3 additional times for other people.
Yep.
But yeah, that was for the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, which I got it was stupid on sale, and for Steam for PC. But I got that as a part of a Rockstar bundle, which came with Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and that was not the definitive pack. It was not the definitive pack.
Yeah.
So I've purchased it 4 times for 4 different systems, 4 different platforms.
Yeah.
7 times in total every time.
Yeah.
For someone else. Here's my thoughts on what I think is going to happen with Grand Theft Auto 6, and you can fucking quote me on this.
It's right here on the internet, so it's
it's going to have a whole shit ton of hype. There's going to be people who are going to love it and stream the hell out of it and dissect it for the first couple of months, and then the backlash is going to hit. There's going to be why isn't this game finished? Where is the content? Where the hell is Franklin? Why can't I see Trevor? Blah, 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 blah. And then it's going to tank for a short period of time, and then it's going to be a slow walk up the success stairs to the point where the crowd will be split between old school, hardcore Grand Theft Auto 5 fans and Grand Theft Auto 6 fans. The trajectory will be skyrocket, rock bottom, and then slow climb upward.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's fair. That's probably a pretty accurate way to look at it. I don't know. I don't know how much of the story of GTA 5 you're going to see in 6. I mean, there will be something. There what
It has to be.
100% is. Because I mean, like Laszlo's been in every game, in pretty much every GTA game.
Everyone. Absolutely.
The last game, the one biker that Trevor kills, like right when they introduced Trevor's character.
Oh, the head of the Lost.
Johnny,
yeah.
I think. Yeah, he was like in the Lost and the Damned. Like he was the lead character in that, and then Trevor just fucking boot fucks him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, side note, Johnny makes another appearance, actually made another appearance as a ghostly apparition in the most recent Halloween special.
Did he?
Grand Theft Auto 5. Yes, he did.
I didn't play any of that, so
Right at the very spot that Trevor killed him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
anyway.
Awesome. It's
other references, what's his face? Lester makes quick reference to Nico.
Yeah. One of the cops that is anally probing a dude with a flashlight. Okay, remember that scene in?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay,
in the top of the FIB building.
Yeah, that is a woman that Nico went on a date with.
Oh, Michelle.
Yep. Yeah. So that happened. So,
oh my god.
So the way that I understand it is that like it's gonna be released at the beginning of December. I think December 8th. I think they said something like that. So we're
teaser trailer.
Yeah. Is it a teaser trailer or is it a full trailer? I think all it said was trailer. It didn't say anything.
I'm gonna lean on teaser trailer.
So if this is right, I'm gonna guess September of next year. It'll be out. That's probably pretty accurate.
Yeah. Fourth quarter of the year, just before Christmas.
Yeah. Because traditionally Grand Theft Auto games have released in September.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And yeah.
I've actually been, believe it or not, going back and playing Grand Theft Auto 4. And
sometimes some people say that the story for 4 is better. I don't think so.
Well, getting a better understanding of Nico Bellic and the entire dynamic of Grand Theft Auto 4 and ignoring the driving physics and ignoring the walking physics.
Yeah.
The story of Nico Bellic and just that entire world, like it needed a different appreciation for it. Right? I needed a different appreciation for it. I needed to step back from it because the problem with Grand Theft Auto 4 was that it was hot off the heels of San Andreas. And San Andreas was just like, it was a velvet brick to the face of action, right? Like you could not walk away from it.
Like it was only like what, 3-4 years, like maybe 4 years away or from I'm just going to look it up.
From Grand Theft Auto Grand Theft Auto 5?
From San Andreas to 4.
Yeah.
So San Andreas was October 26th of 04. And then April 28th of 08. So that's only 4 years. So they were obviously working on that game before or while San Andreas was being released. You would almost think, because I mean, these games don't come together overnight.
No, God, no, Jesus, it takes years.
Yeah.
While they were finishing up Red Dead Redemption 2, they were working on Grand Theft Auto 6, or at least in the pre-planning stages.
No. Well, that's 5 years. I bet they were well into script development by then. You know.
Yeah.
Another thing that I read that was interesting about GTA 6 is that the NPCs that you're gonna see like walking around the city, which is supposedly set in, well, it's Vice City, but it's supposed to be Miami. all of these people, their dialogue is going to be AI controlled.
Lovely.
So I don't know how to think about that or what to think about this, because like are they gonna actually, like, are they gonna be able to see like what kind of shape you're in as your player? Like, do you look like me, or do you know, like, with the big beard and like, and whatever, or are you like, in a business suit, or like are people gonna like react to you like that? Because they kind of do in 5 already. It's like people will say, oh, nice car, but like, how real is it gonna be? So
yeah, I don't know. AI is just, I'm not a fan of it.
yeah, me neither.
I am tired of it. There are plenty of videos out there, YouTube and Instagram and even TikTok, where they use that AI
I know.
voice.
It's
one of like
annoying
4 or
as
5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The instant I hear that voice, I'm like, I'm done.
Well, like, they got the one that sounds like Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like,
Is that what that is?
one of them is, yeah. It's like, hi, what are you doing? Do you want to say hi?
Anyway,
Get your head on the mic stand, you dumb shit. Anyways, I'm holding my breath about this game.
Yeah.
Like, I remember seeing like the first trailer for GTA 5, and I'm like, holy fuck, this is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But that was 11 years ago, right?
It was 11 years ago, and everyone was still kind of hurt over Grand Theft Auto 4. So
Yeah.
we were primed for, like, please give us something.
But
And
between 4 and 5, we got Red Dead Redemption.
you got Red Dead Redemption. I completely missed that boat.
Oh my, yeah, that's your own fault, because
Yeah, I know.
yeah, because that was fantastic.
So for me, between Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5, I had the Saints Row series.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah, that's fair too.
yeah.
See.
Speaking of games, quickly,
Oh yeah.
talk about this one.
Yeah.
This is actually a game that was referenced in an earlier episode of Lost Signals. It is
Talk for a minute. I have to. One of the
Yeah,
dogs
sure.
is making noise.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's Def Jam Fight for New York, and I finally got my hands on an edition of this game, and this is something that I think Lee and myself and Darrell all talked about. This is an incredibly heavily licensed game, because not only does it have the likeness and the voices of all these incredible hip hop stars like Fat Joe, Flava Flav, Ludacris, Slick Rick, Snoop Dogg, Joe Budden, Ice-T, and many others. It has their music as well, and it is a fighting game. It is a sequel to a different game that I bought called Def Jam Vendetta. I've been looking for this one for years, Def Jam Fight for New York. And I didn't realize how popular it was until I started actively looking for it. And I got this for $200. And if you're watching the video, you can see it's in a plastic case, and I'm going to keep it in this goddamn plastic case because, according to the retailer I bought it off of, and I believe him, the person who brought this in to get cash or credit or what have you, the person who brought this in was going through Tupperware containers that he found in a relative's basement and found this game alongside other PlayStation 2 and Xbox original games. And it is pristine. Like, the instruction manual doesn't have a single crease in it. There's not a scratch or a scuff on the disc at all. There's a little bit of wobble on the actual case itself, but assuming what the guy said to be true, the wobble and a little bit of deformation or whatever in this case is simply because it sat with cables sitting on top of it for years. So it was valued $200 is what it was valued at. I went through my collection.
Your collection does look smaller. I will say that.
Yeah. And I traded $175 worth of product and basically paid 25 bucks for this one.
That's all right.
And I fired it up. And it runs like it's brand new. It's so brilliant.
So what kind of games did you give up? Sorry, yeah, the dog was making like barf noise by the back door, so I had to let him out.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What kind of games did I give up?
Yeah.
I can actually
Just
list them
off
up.
the top of your head, like just like anything big.
N64 GoldenEye. Simpsons Road Rage. Not Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh, okay.
Simpsons Road Rage.
Yeah. The shittier of the two.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shenmue 1, Shenmue 2, Japanese versions.
Yeah.
And a weird, obscure game, which apparently is a bit of a collector's item. I think I probably picked it up solely because it was a collector's item, called Death Smiles. And it's it's one of them shoot 'em up. It's one of them shoot 'em up games, but it's
creepy,
anime
isn't it?
girls. Yes,
Yeah. I've seen it. It's got the really big like anime grin on it. Yeah.
And it's got the girls in like the friffy skirts. And,
Yeah, the schoolgirl outfits. Yeah, it's super creepy. Yeah.
Exactly. So I was going over like the games that I was trading for this one here.
Yeah.
And my determining factor was the games that I'm trading for, I can eventually get back. That game right there, Fight for New York, good fucking luck. Right?
Yeah. So for years, like I like we've talked about this before. It's like I'm a huge Final Fantasy VII fan.
Yeah.
I've been kind of looking for so like the original PlayStation version, like the like not the greatest hits one because they made about 7 billion of those copies. Like I wanted the original black label PlayStation 1. And there's one on eBay right now for 180 bucks for the version that I want. That's actually not bad. And it's even got the misprint on it. Like there's something misspelled in the in one of the books for it. So
Oh, interesting.
yeah, but I don't need it because so like you said you bought GTA 7 times.
Yes.
I've bought Final Fantasy at least 10. Like literally.
Yeah.
Okay, so I bought it at least 3 times for PlayStation 1.
Okay.
I bought it specifically for my Vita. I bought it specifically for my Switch. Then I bought it. Well, I have it on my PS4. And I think I bought it on the PS3 as well.
Oh.
And then on so not 10 times, but like it's 8 times. Like I bought it for myself. Because I bought I bought it on Steam and then I bought it on the Square app at one point too. And I lost my login for it, so I couldn't ever play it again.
Fuck.
Yeah. So yeah, it's 8 or 9 times that I bought that game. It's disgusting.
It is. What is the video game industry doing to us?
Well, that's the thing. Like you shouldn't have to you should be able to buy it once and just be able to play it on whatever you want, right?
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
So so back like to that to buy that disc, like like the proper, like the original first one from Japan. Final Fantasy VII Double Seal First Edition Japan for PlayStation 1. $1,600.
$1,600.
Yep. I will bring it up on the pod screen right now. Yeah, right there. Okay, I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. $1,600. Double sealed though. But like, what would you do with it? That's the thing. Like, you're like, yeah, cool. You know, like you have it now, but then what? It's not going to play any different.
No.
You know, like it's.
But I mean, it's So there's games like, okay, so everything you see here, right? For those watching the video, everything you see in my background are games that I am willing to and have played.
Yes.
You know, even the ones down here on this bottom shelf, they're all opened, right? There's a top shelf that has games and like Blades of Steel, the
Yeah.
original Ninja Turtles for the NES,
Terrible
and
game.
Earthworm Jim for the Sega Genesis.
Ooh,
Those
nice.
are in sealed game boxes,
Yeah.
right? Like I will never
Yeah.
open those,
Yeah.
right? Now, if I get a loose copy of any of those, like Blades of Steel, then it's going right here on this middle shelf
The
where
the
I
the,
will
the,
play
the
it.
play, yeah. So
Yeah, exactly.
what's like the original Turtles worth now?
I'm not sure.
Let's find out. Let's find
The
out.
original turtle. So that's the original Turtles in the original box,
Sealed.
with the instruction manual. Exactly.
Okay, so TMNT NES sealed. 300. Oh, whoa. Oh, Mutant 2 is worth $1,700. Well, somebody's asking $1,700.
Yeah.
Uh,
There you go. $276. I see it.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
The
but there's
top one there.
But there's one below it.
Yeah.
You'll
no, I
see
don't
now.
have that.
Yeah, so it's the top one.
Yeah. No. That one's like a pure collector. It's like this one's been played, right? Like,
So so this is the one that you would have.
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
Right?
so, I
Now,
mean,
I paid about $75 for that.
Well, that's not bad.
Right. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't have any expensive video games.
No?
I don't think. Like nothing that I can think of like that I'm like, oh, this is so cool. I was like, no, I don't.
Well, I mean, now I do. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Now, okay, so the big difference between the Nintendo games that are sealed and whatnot and this one here is I will play that one. I
Yeah.
will be careful with it, but at the same time, like I'm never gonna sell it, or at least it's not within the realm of it being an absolute collector. I can still play that one, and as long as I take care of it, it'll be absolutely fine.
Okay. I do have something comparable to that, and I have records like that.
Oh yeah, so do I.
Yeah. Like I have records that I never should have taken out of the case, or like out of the wrapper or anything. 100% did, because I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I bought them to listen to, except for one.
Yeah.
Even know where it is.
I have
that
records
doesn't
that
matter.
are I have records that I got from like pawn shops and whatnot, and I know that they are like an original press, an original release. But
they
like,
were
I also
they
known.
they were played though.
Played to
that's-
hell, yeah. but at the same time, like they're valuable to me. And actually, on that note, so quick story: a couple of years ago, when I had the old boss at the radio station, who was an absolute dipshit, he prided himself on being Italian in heritage, and fine, all the power to him, right?
Yeah.
His last name was very much Italian. Thing is that I forget where the fuck he's from. Merritt. He's from Merritt. Like, he's Merritt, British Columbia. You're not fucking Italian.
Like you may have like Italian heritage, but you're not Italian anymore.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
So, anyway, he, among other issues, he decided to try to spoil everyone for Christmas one year, and he got everyone a genuine Italian lasagna.
Okay.
And I was working, part-time at this point, and so like I was kind of like last at a party type thing, and I came in on my usual one day throughout the week,
Yep.
and he's like, I got something to show you. Come on over here. So he brings me over to the staff freezer, and he slaps this fucking big container, and he goes, that right there is a genuine Italian lasagna, and that's for you. Merry Christmas, JD. I'm like, oh, thanks, Ron. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So that was at the beginning of my shift. You get to the end of my shift, and I'm about to go home, and I'm like, oh, fuck, right. Ron got me a lasagna. So I go to the freezer, open it up. It's gone.
Oh, dick move.
Like, what the hell? So I write an email, and I'm like, So Ron gave me this lasagna, and now it's gone from the freezer.
Yeah.
Did anyone take it home by accident? No answers. No answers whatsoever. So for the longest time, we're just like, where's the lasagna?
Who's the lasagna thief?
Yeah, exactly. Now one of my coworkers suggested, and I believe it to be true because this is the type of person that Ron is. Ron took it home.
No.
Yeah. And I'm willing to bet that he actually did take it home. And then when I called him out on it, he's like, oh, someone else took the lasagna. Because he's the last person to admit his faults. And that's actually one of the reasons why he was fired.
That's crazy.
But regardless, the next Christmas, he gives me the 40th anniversary News from Around the World special edition Queen album. And it was a box set.
Yeah.
Right? It went for like $100 on retail. But at the same time, like,
where did he get
thanks.
this? And where did he get this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And so I was like, this is kind of obscure and out of nowhere, but right on, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of days later, he's like the MC of the local hockey game, the BCHL Spruce Kings, and he's out there on the ice and he does some sort of contest. He's got this kid. He's maybe like 8-9 years old. Oh, congratulations! You got the blah 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 blah, whatever the challenge was. What does he hand him? News from Around the World, 40th anniversary. He gave me a fucking promotion prize.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
that dude sounds greasy as fuck.
Oh yeah,
That's funny though. But like,
so,
Jesus, man.
So anyway, I had this thing in my entertainment center.
In the thing,
Yeah.
with where you keep your other things. Yep.
Exactly. I had this thing in my entertainment center for like the longest time. Completely forgot it was there. While I was looking around for video games to trade for Fight for New York,
Yeah.
I stumbled across it. I'm like, oh fuck, forgot this was here. So I did the trade for the video game, and then it dawned on me that there are pawn shops around town that deal with this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I grabbed it. And I took it down to the local pawn shop, and the guy's like, "Oh, okay, big fan of Queen." Like, yeah, just not this album. He goes, "Oh, I love this album. Oh, what are you hoping for? Like, how much cash?" I'm like, "Whatever. I'm looking for a trade." He goes, "Oh, okay. Well, let me look it up." So he goes, I'll give you $70 in-store credit." Sold. I got Peter Gabriel's "So" album, and I got the brand new Foo Fighters on vinyl.
Nice. Nice. I wonder what that album would have been worth though if you I wonder.
$100.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
That's all right.
$100, and I would have to dealt with dealing with people and
dude,
selling it online.
dude, I just dealt. Well, I'm dealing with this right now. Like I got a new fridge, so I have an apartment. Like I upgraded my cupboard, so I got a full size proper fridge now.
Right.
And I'm selling this apartment sized fridge. And this is perfect for somebody that has like a garage or a shop or something that they want to keep beer really cold. Because this fridge is like, it's little, but it is fucking cold. I had one guy come over and like, I had it plugged in for him, to make sure everything was working, whatever. And it is. And he put his hand in the freezer. He's like, "Oh, this freezer isn't cold enough." I'm like, dude, like I've had shit in here frozen for years, like literal years, that there's been, stuff hiding in the back of that freezer. Yeah. "No, I'm not taking this. This is garbage." I'm like, then get the fuck out of my house. It's like, yeah. So I took the ad down because I was getting annoyed with low ballers and shit. So, but that is what it is. Yeah. What you listen to this week?
Oh boy. Well, actually, we kind of sort of touched on it, and I don't want to steal your thunder, so I'm going to pick something else. And in honor of making the trade from Queen to Peter Gabriel and the Foo Fighters, nothing against Queen, it was just the greasiness of the gift.
Yeah. Oh, I get that.
Turned me off. Yeah. I'm going to go with Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer.
Oh, good call.
That is one of my favorite songs of all time. Peter Gabriel's an incredible artist. And now I have that album on vinyl.
So that song used to piss me off. Because
Why?
like, well, okay, so the backstory, like I was like 8 or 9 when we got MTV at home.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about this before. We had the big pirated satellite dish and whatever.
Yeah.
So I would sit and I would watch videos like for hours. And I
Right.
hated that video when I was a kid. And I don't know why. I don't know why I hated it.
Because it was stop motion and claymation.
Probably. But I don't know. So, but no, like I
That's
love
not real cartoons.
yeah, pretty much. But I like the song. Like don't like but now, like and I can appreciate it now.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like growing up, I'm like, what is this garbage? This is shit. Where's my Warrant video? Because I'm like 8 years old and that's what I was listening to at the time.
Yeah.
As sad as that is. My first one, we'll go. My last one will be the big one, not big one,
Sure.
but this is a throwback to like 2007 and 2008. Timbaland, Justin Timberlake, and Nelly Furtado came out with a new song. Looks like a month ago or so. It's called "Keep It Going." Like I don't even know. Like I think it's on Spotify. I'm not sure. So if it's not, I'll add something else. But go on YouTube and check this video out. It's like if you remember like all of the songs that Timbaland did like in the mid 2000s with Justin Timberlake and Nelly Furtado, this is just like a new one of them. Like it's weird. Not weird.
Interesting. I'm looking for it. There it is. I found it. Yep.
Is it there?
Yep. 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Yeah, it's there.
Okay, well, I'll find it eventually.
Cool.
But yeah, that's my first one. Yeah, it popped up on my YouTube algorithm, so. Not give it to me. Keep it going. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah, that's my first one. What's your second one?
Because I know which one you're gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Rolling Stones and "Angry." It is their brand new song off of the Hackney Diamonds album, and it's the first song from the Stones that's been released in 18 years, and the first song without their drummer Ron Wood.
Yeah. I heard the song. It wasn't my, like 100% favorite. But I didn't mind it. Considering these guys are in their fucking like late 80s now almost.
Yeah.
Or, like late 70s.
Yeah.
Considering they can still put out a song of that caliber. Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's added now. And the last one is last week it was announced, or whichever day the hell it was, that there was a new Beatles song coming out. I'm like, okay, so they did this what? It was like '04. It was a couple years after George Harrison died. They released Free Like a Bird. And it was probably just I'm not going to call it a money grab, but it probably kind of was, because they released that album, like that the number one's album, and then this is the extra new track off of it. So the Beatles released a new song called Now and Then about a week ago now, maybe a little like 10 days ago by now. It's really sad, like really sad if you listen to it. I really enjoy it. Like I've been a huge Beatles fan for years and years and years and years. And it was nice to hear something new. But in a way, it's kind of sad because it's like you'll never hear something new again. Because they've even said like this even this last one is like scraping the bottom of the barrel. But you listen to the song, it's like, okay, if this is scraping the bottom of the barrel, imagine the shit that they threw out that would have been good.
Yeah, over the years.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, like, so the premise is it was John Lennon just writing the song by himself, and they tried re-recording it in 2001 before George Harrison died.
Yeah.
They did end up recording some guitar parts, But then with new technology, they could clean up the audio from the original recording with AI, which is kind of fucking creepy. And we'll leave that as a segue to next week or next time. Yeah. We're going to talk about AI stuff and how kind of fucked up it can be. But they used AI to reconstruct John Lennon's singing after pulling some other stuff out. It's pretty messed up, but really innovative at the same time. So
at least they were doing this with the permission of Lennon's family and Lennon's estate.
100%.
Right?
Yes.
This is not just,
they weren't just doing this for the sake of making a buck. They were doing it for the preservation of something that should have been preserved.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And we didn't even talk about this, but like the writer strike is over now, or the actor strike is over, and they won on a lot of big things. Keeping AI out of movies is a huge step, because like once that's like
once you cross that threshold, there's no
going back. Yeah. So, anyways,
before we wrap up,
I was like, yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you fucking go ahead.
All right, fine. So before we wrap up, if you would like to hear the entire song list that we are referencing, it is called Found Signals, the Lost Signals playlist, and it's available on Spotify.
Yes.
And it is a collection of songs that we pick on a regular basis, as well as songs that some of our guests have picked over the years.
Yes. We are now at 155 songs. And it's 10 hours and 35 minutes. And I will give somebody $100 if you prove to me that you listen to this whole playlist from front to back in one sitting. I'll give you $100 if you prove it to me.
Yeah. Next time on the Lost Signals podcast, we will talk about AI. We will talk about how the music industry is a bit turned upside down with the release of the Beatles song and the Rolling Stones song. And we'll also talk about giving the bare minimum in regards to support when it comes to those who are just busting their ass.
Yeah. Good. I like it. Check us out, lostsignals.ca. Again, I haven't updated that website in just about 40 episodes.
And we don't have merch, so stop asking.
We don't have merch. Not yet. Not yet. You can email us at info@lostsignals.ca. That I do check.
Yeah.
But everything else, not so much. I'm still... Actually, if anybody out there is looking for any web designer out there that's looking for some work, contact me. You can take care of my website. I'll pay you. I'll pay you. I'll give you money. Anyways, this has been episode 54 of Lost Signals. I am Darrell.
I am JD.
We'll see you out there.
Take care.
Well, we'll see you out there, maybe. Maybe. Again, we were brought to you by Homebound Brewing in Mormon. Go drink Tom's beer.
Drink responsibly.
Or not.
Ever.
Or not.